Do that every single time. I don't know why I'm always echoing. Hey squad, how y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Look, all my friends was on live, so I was like visiting everybody chat, and I didn't realize I was late for mine. Okay, come on in, y'all. Like this video as y'all come in, and y'all know the drill. We will get started after this very brief introduction. Okay.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger.
You are more than I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all the is my son.
Okay, this shit is
I am more than a blogger.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn, this her son.
Yes.
Autumn,
This her son. Yes.
say Autumn,
This her son. Yes.
say Autumn, this her son.
Like for real. Like for real.
All them bitches is her sons. Hey y'all, come on in. Like and share on your way in. Follow the leader. Okay, Gigi was the first person in here. Pink hearts. Yes, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. You know, it's some mean people in the world. It be people be trying to diss me and be in the comment section trying to diss my mama. It's crazy. I just be like, child, if y'all don't go on somewhere, if you don't like me, okay, if you don't like what I have to say about some of your faves, kick rocks, okay, kick rocks, okay. But come on in. I love the people who love me, okay, like Stacy and Not 223 and Stephanie for you, okay, and Michelle 69 and Miss Kiki, okay, and look, they go Princess AG, okay, we got everybody in here. Tyler's in here, Carla's in here. Shout out to the squad, okay. Listen, the Patreon people were in here first. Oh, Patreon people, they followed me on my journey, my important journey of handy woman ish. Okay, I like literally, y'all know I always be complaining about my chair. I got a new chair, and I can spin, and I can sit, and I can lean it. Okay, I can roll. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. Look, I can go up and down. I ain't gonna do it now because I'm scared if I go down, I might not be able to come back up. But my other chair, it was like the suspension thingamajiggy. It would like go down in the middle of the stream. I'd be like this. I'd be way down here, and then I had to get up and fix the chair every stream. So I was like, well, let me buy me a new chair. So I had bought a new chair, and I had to put it together. And I'm like, why not go on Patreon and they can help me? But they didn't help me though. But you know, they watched as I did it, so it was great. Shout out to my Patreon. Oh, and the members only. Some of the members only saw it too. I think I had invited y'all too. Some of y'all was in there. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie, the blog goddess. Thank you. Not Kenya no more. Don't be doing Kenya like that. Y'all listen, they already be like Michelle drove that woman off the show. Like I had some influence or something. I did not drive nobody off the show. Okay. I didn't make her quit. I didn't make her get fired. And I dang show didn't make her reveal any revenge, PORN. So kick rocks with that. Okay. Justin just shot the stand off. Okay, shout out to Binge Worthy. Okay, shout out to Binge Worthy and Vel B. I was over there lurking on Vel B's channel too. Not professor. Oh, I look like a professor. Okay. Let me get my I'll be that. I'll be the professor. Okay. We got a lot to talk about. I don't know if any of y'all tuned into the BET Awards this year. Normally I'd be over there in LA at the BET Awards, but I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I just haven't been feeling being outside yet. Maybe I'll be outside soon, but who knows? But I after I did my Patreon live and y'all reminded me that the BET Awards was on, I ended up watching the BET Awards, and I don't know. I was telling my friend today, it was a good watch, but I wouldn't say it was a great show. It was a great watch, but it was like a lot of technical difficulties, a lot of issues with. I love Taraji. I want to see Taraji win, but Taraji cannot. And this teleprompter and the stuff she was, it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. The people in her ear, she couldn't hear. She was messing up. It just was all bad. Then you got colorist Claudia and Tamar on the stage about to fight. I don't know what was going on with them. Then you got Usher and his tribute to Usher. Usher is being honored everywhere. He gonna be honored at Essence on Saturday, but I'm digressing. But you got Usher being honored by all these people who normally can sing but couldn't sing Usher songs. So I was feeling the ways about that. Okay. Then Usher's speech. Okay, I was watching the first time. I think the second time they let it play, but the first time we couldn't hear nothing. They was like bleeping out every other word. I don't know if Usher had a few cocktails or what, but the Atlanta came out of Usher, even though I know he from Chattanooga, Tennessee or something, but he grew up here. So the Atlanta had came out of Usher and he was up there cursing and stuff, and they was bleeping him out, and we didn't know what he was saying. Look, he apologized to Tamika publicly for the first time in a gazillion years after he took that lady to court and took her kids. Oh, it was just a mess, honey. It was just a mess. You said give Biggie the other one. The chair is right there, just in case. Just in case I have a guest, it's right here. They could and look. Everybody gonna be like, "Oh, she making her guest sit down lower than her." I be taking care of my guests. It's so many chairs in here for my guests to choose. But anyway, shout out to Binge Worthy. I see you, friend. Yes, it was a lot going on in this damn at the damn BET Awards. Michelle was Bob the Builder. I was. I was, and you see it, and you see it. Oh, I can keep turning it. Oh, you see it, you see. Oh, I got arm. I got arm. Anyway, I'm so proud of myself. It took me an hour to put this chair together, but I mean, I don't know why chairs don't come in one piece. But yeah, the Usher tribute. Put a one in the chat if y'all saw it. I didn't just jumped into the agenda. I ain't even gave y'all time to get in here yet. I just jumped into the tribute. Put a one in the chat because I need to talk about this. This is on my heart. The Usher tribute is on my heart. Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on, hold on. Zamzaga, hey friend. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta shout out Facebook. I know you over there, Facebook. I forgot to shout y'all out. I know I'm rushing because I was late and I was feeling the ways, but I see y'all. Y'all watch the tribute. Okay. Let me know. Okay, grade the tribute from 1 to 10, with 10 being the best. What would you grade the Usher tribute? Let me know. Was it great? Could it have been better? 10 being best, 1 being the worst. Let me see what y'all saying, honey. You said you wish it was more males. Paige gave it a 4.5. D gave it a 10. Oh, Leo gave it a 3. Kanisha gave it a 2. Y'all saying it was like mid, it was 7. Okay. Well, I think a lot of people are giving it high scores because we all love the singers. We all love Marsha Ambrosius. We all love Coco Jones. We all what isn't that her name? Did I get it right? We all love Kiki Palmer. We all love all of them. Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. I don't know how he get in this. Like I thought it was an all female, look, girl power. But how Childish Gambino get to sing the first song? And he came out with the same linen outfit he'd had on the whole show with his Jesus sandals. It's like you didn't even change for Usher. You didn't even give us no Usher outfit. And then you go like when you did your announcement, you gonna try to drag Will Smith into this and say, you got more Grammys than Will Smith. How you gonna diss the guest? How you gonna diss the guest? He got more Grammys than Will Smith and more BET awards than Sam Smith. He thought he ate. He really thought he ate. But I like Donald Glover, even though he don't really like black women like that. I mean, as look, suitors or wives or whatever. But I'm digressing. Yes, Tyrese was on the front row, honey. I don't know why they couldn't have baby boy up there singing. He was already singing from the sidelines. Anybody? Where was Tank? Where was whoever? I don't know. It was a lot of men that could have sang it. I don't know. I feel like you said Usher didn't even dress. I feel like they could. I don't know. I think it was good to have the ladies up there. Teyana Taylor, she didn't do great. She was a good dance. I don't know. I just feel like it. And Kiki, reenacting her Usher, that was cute or whatever with the A hat. And I feel like, just like Usher said, they got the little intricacies and little, Marsha doing the watch this. And Kiki pulling down the pants and showing her underwear. Like they got the little stuff, and they had like, Tayana dancing with the stripper. But somebody noted, where were the roller skates? We know Usher from Vegas with the roller skates. I guess they can, practice that in time. Where was the stripper pole? They couldn't get nobody with a stripper pole. Like, I just feel like it could have been some better people singing. Like, yeah, put in the chat who y'all think could have handled this. Not Chris Brown. Chris Brown and Usher low key, they was beefing for a minute. I think they back cool, but I don't know. They didn't like each other for a while. Teyana Taylor was good. I think they all was good. Victoria Monet. Okay, but listen. I think all the women were good, but I just think it could have been some greatness on the stage. Look, Maxwell, Avery Wilson, like it was a lot of men with voices that could have took over. So I don't know. They wanted to make this a girl power thing, and they did. But if it was gonna be a girl power thing, why was Childish Gambino up there? That's all I want to know. Y'all let me know. Chloe killed it. Chloe did good. She did good, but again, and then where was Luda and Lil Jon for the Yeah tribute? I did not like the Yeah tribute because none of them ladies up there knew what the thunderclap was and the rockaway. Like they didn't know what to do. Like they didn't know how to do the A-Town stomp. I was so disappointed in Lotto. I'm like, y'all not gonna do the A-Town stomp and the rockaway? Like what the hell? So yeah, I was a little upset, but that's okay. They did good. I mean, maybe S is gonna make up for everything. Coco Jones did okay. She did okay. That's my point. She did okay. But she was trying to do too much, when Usher was choosing people out the audience during his Vegas concert, and all the men and the boyfriends was getting mad and everything. So she pulled that, and that was cute when she went to Usher's wife first and then went to Usher. But it's like, the way she rolled up on that stage, she wasn't hitting the notes right. It's like, you said Lotto is too young. Lotto know about Atlanta. She says she from College Park. I guess it's College Park, Atlanta, same thing. Oh, they said she from Ohio. She is a fake rep Atlanta. Lord Sierra and outed the person. You said Tevin Campbell could have did a little something. Well, there's that. Okay. Gambino has a feminine side. And look, I would be remiss if I did not mention Killer Mike's speech. Okay. Killer Mike he just took my heart. I had to like literally stand up in my living room when Killer Mike got on the stage and accepted his BET award, because it is no way that, like he said, they was trying to humble him. Everybody was like, who is Killer Mike? Who is Killer Mike? Because a lot of people were too young to even know who Killer Mike was. But the people who know hip hop know that Killer Mike is a staple in the hip hop community, and he is very well known, very talented, and he deserved every accolade, every Grammy, everything that he has gotten. So for him to get this BET award, he was like, he was not gonna come up there again after the Grammys did him like that. Remember, the security guard had locked up Killer Mike because he had got into it with a security guard outside. They wouldn't let him in, or something had happened, and they ended up locking him up and marching him out. Like, it was just a mess. So for him to show up to the exact same venue, even though it was a different genre, different company giving him the award, was big of him. And he made note of it. He was like, this ain't got nothing to do with BET, but I just gotta say it. And I was like, yes, Killer Mike. Yes, I always say Killer Mike need to be preacher Mike. He need to be our next leader. And I love that he told y'all to vote. And if y'all don't like who is running, y'all need to get out there and run yourself. Like, it starts at home. Like, vote for your city councilman, know your prosecutors, know all of those people first. So It was a great speech. I know a lot of people don't like Killer Mike's politics, but everybody got the right to choose who they vote for, who they don't vote for. But like you said, it all starts at home. You need to know who is running here in your city, in your area, in your county. You need to figure that out before you start getting mad about who running for president. But I'm digressing. Okay. And it is so many people. Oh, I can go talk about politics, but it's just so many people like dragging both of the politicians. It's like, child, like y'all gotta vote. I mean, if you don't vote, it's so many people that died for your right to vote. How can you sit up here and say you're not gonna vote? So you need to make a decision and just go vote. That's all I can say. I ain't telling you who to vote for. I mean, I can tell you who not to vote for, but that's common sense. But I ain't gonna tell you who to vote for. But look, I don't want to be a slave no more. Okay, so I can tell you who not to vote for. He's a criminal. But anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, I told y'all I don't talk about politics over here. Listen, I stay in my lane. My lane is entertainment, news, and gossip, and this is where I stay. And so many people be my comment sections going, talk about this and talk about Project 25. Talk about this. Talk about the. I ain't talking about nothing. Go to CNN, read a book, Google it, because this is not what I'm here for. I'm here for entertaining. Okay. But anyway, because I know there's so many people, you can't sway nobody when it comes to religion and when it comes to politics. You can't sway nobody. I have faith in God, but I'm not gonna sit up here and preach to y'all all day. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Okay, but there's that because there's so many people with varying degrees of faith. So yeah, okay. He said, Michelle, yep, don't bring them MAGA folks over here. I mean, everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome. I'm just saying, I just don't like to talk about politics, but I'm glad Killer Mike did. Okay. I'm glad Killer Mike did. Now, who else was what I wanted to talk about with the BET Awards? Oh, Taraji and Keith Lee. Okay, so y'all know who Keith Lee is, I'm sure, because we are on social media. YouTube is a social media platform. Keith Lee became popular over on TikTok for, reviewing restaurants. He has earned a huge following, millions of people. And, it's called the Keith Lee effect. The only thing he got to do is give a restaurant a great review. And then their lines are all around the corner. He is doing so much good. He puts faith into it too. He said he's there because God put him in this position. He's not a restaurant critic. He's not a professional. He's just doing what the Lord told him to do. Now, here we are at the BET Awards, and I don't know about you, but I don't think the Lord told Keith Lee to do what he did, okay? So Taraji has, like I told you in the beginning of the show, Taraji was already having issues. She couldn't hear the people in her ear. The announcements was kind of off. Her jokes was kind of off. It seemed like she was just doing what she had to do to make it through the show, okay? She couldn't read the teleprompter. The teleprompter was too far. Sometimes, she had to wing it. So Taraji was in the audience during the segment trying to make it do what it do, handed out roses. And so she walks up on Keith Lee. Hold on, I'm going to play it. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So Taraji was in the audience. Here she is right here. She was in the audience. Okay. And there is Keith Lee. Okay. And Jordan Howlett, is that his name? The one who looked like Method Man. So she walks up and she addresses the gentleman who looks like Method Man. Thank y'all for the fair use disclaimer. Okay. She addresses Jordan. Okay. And she clearly has somebody in her ear telling her to stop and address these people, right? So she stops, she addresses, and she immediately goes from Jordan to saying something about Keith Lee. However, she missed the mark. She had already passed Keith Lee. Okay, she was right there. There she go, right there. So she had passed Keith Lee, and so Jordan points back at Keith Lee. Hold on, let me play a little bit.
Are you? Hi. How are you?
So she introduced herself right now. So then she said, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that this award show is a 10 out of 10 or something like that. Here she goes.
Mr. Keith Lee, I know what you're thinking right now. This is about a 10.9 out of a 10.
So, of course, Keith Lee was, 2 steps back. Okay. The wife was looking away. Everybody was like, oh, she done missed it. Keith Lee right there. Look at Angela over there looking. And we're going to talk about Angela in a minute, but hold on. They were like, here go Keith Lee right here. So everybody was smiling. Clearly, it was a mistake, right? It was a little cringe, John. Clearly, it was a mistake, okay? So Taraji was like, well, damn, okay, let me make it right.
I got caught up in my own inner monologue. I'm so sorry. You're thinking.
So everybody was like, oh my God, how could she not know Keith Lee? How could she not know Keith Lee? I honestly wouldn't know Keith Lee if he walked down the street. I wouldn't know him if I saw him. I mean, I see him on social media, but I don't know Keith Lee like that. I mean, Keith Lee looked like just a dude. I mean, it is what it is. But anyway.
Thinking this is a 10.9 out of 10. My bad.
The wife looked a little perturbed. Okay, everybody looked a little perturbed. Okay.
You fine too, so call me. Give him his flower.
So she gave him his flower and she kept moving. Now, Keith Lee felt a ways. Okay, he felt a ways. And so, of course, he went to social media to express how he felt. Shout out to the Shade Room. No, who is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for capturing the moment. Keith Lee posted this, okay, and said, our name will be known in every room it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. God is amazing. Hashtag thankful. And their caption was, "Oop, I think Keith was really mad, y'all." And so what he did was he posted a video of him throwing the rose on the floor at the BET Awards, right there by the stage. He threw the rose on the floor. I don't know why he did it, but he did it. Now, everybody was like dragging him, like, what was the point? What was the point? We don't understand what the point was, okay? But since then, he has, deleted that video and he posted another video in Keith Lee fashion and decided to explain the situation. So here it is again. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer. Okay. So the Neighborhood Talk caught that as well. Okay. Keith Lee speaks on the Taraji incident and dropping the rose at the BET Awards. And here is what Keith Lee decided to say.
On my mind. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I am not upset at Taraji P. Henson by any stretch of the imagination. And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night. I don't think for one second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P. Henson.
What did it have to do with? Taraji gave you the rose. She was the host of the show and everybody saw what happened. It seemed like, I don't know, maybe got the big head or something. I don't know, but let's listen.
The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what's meant for me, nothing less, nothing more. The entire segment on the production side felt extremely rushed. Not only.
Oh, God. So now he dissing production. He got a whole invite to the BET Awards. Okay, they done put him in the front of the stage, and now he pissed off because he wasn't treated like Beyonce. I'm in my feelings right now.
It felt rushed. It did not feel intentional. It did not feel purposeful. I'm forever thankful for every room that I'm in. I was more than thankful and more than grateful to just sit there and enjoy the show. Me and my wife, we looked amazing. We felt amazing. We was enjoying the show. I've always spoke about my social anxiety. And for me, just to get out and be in that moment was more than enough for me. So to take me and my wife out of our seats, put us in different seats, give Taraji no direction to who we are or what we do, felt extremely unprepared and unprofessional to me. I'm personally a fan of Taraji. I've been for years and I always will.
Now, it felt unprofessional for them to try to give you a moment. I don't know. I'm team BET on this, and I ain't even BET people, but it's kind of wrong for. I mean, I understand you were embarrassed. Like, people miss their lines all the time, but clearly she apologized. What was the problem?
I love to see her get the recognition that she deserved in that moment and had a platform and a stage that she's always deserved. For this situation to take away from her moment and our moment was unfair to both of us. Another example of this is a picture of my wife has been going around.
Okay, so here's the deal. I guess because the people took a picture of his wife's face and been putting it all around and saying that the wife was mad because Taraji said, call me. But it was all just joke. Like, are we really, is it really this serious? Like, y'all put in the chat, y'all let me know, is it really this serious?
And it was a small part caught from an entire moment to make it seem like she had an attitude with Taraji. My wife and myself understand the flirting that Taraji was doing was fully improv and fully joke. It was a hard situation for all of us to be in. We fully understand she made it up on the fly. I was there to just enjoy the show. I was invited. No situations in life in general. I never longed for the spotlight. If I wanted the spotlight, I would have accepted a quarter of the opportunities that's been presented to us. But none of those opportunities were for me or my family. If you understand.
Well, if that was the case, if you didn't want the spotlight and they moved your seat for this purpose, why not have just said, no, I'd rather sit where I'm sitting back here in the back. Please don't put me near the front of the stage where it's possible that Taraji might walk up. Like, please don't do that.
And that you understand it. If you don't, I'm okay with that. I'm always going to be myself. I've always been myself. Nothing about this journey, about this ride, about where we at or where we going to be is going to change me. Never have and never will. Never once was I upset that Taraji didn't know who I was. Everything that's for me will be for me. Everything that's for my family will be for my family. Everything that's for you will be for you. When it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. I said that last night and that was still misconstrued. And I stand on it 1,000%. Whatever room I'm supposed to be in, whoever's supposed to know me, whenever they're supposed to know me.
Well, it seemed like you was supposed to be in that room because you was there. God don't put you nowhere you ain't supposed to be. Okay, so God put you there for a moment. God, clearly, maybe you needed to be humble. I don't know what God's plans were, but God, listen, you can't question God's plan. You, sir, are not God, so you can't say what God intended. Just my opinion.
It will happen how it's supposed to happen. Last night, while I appreciate the opportunity, it wasn't my moment. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. And for every single person that's been on the journey with me and that's still on the journey with me, I'm forever grateful. I appreciate y'all. I can't say it enough. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. We all human.
But how he can figure it wasn't his moment? It was his moment. They talking about you. It's your moment, sir. This is your moment. They put you in the front of the stage. She, she made a mistake, whatever. She apologized. She gave you a rose. It was your rose. You took the rose. You didn't say, this is not my rose. It's not meant for me. You didn't say it then. So why make a big deal of it after the fact? Now making a big deal of it after the fact is clearly going to go viral because you have 30 million, however many million of subscribers. People are going to run with the fact that you threw this rose on the floor while you were sitting front stage at an award show. Now here we are. You made another video explaining why you put the rose on the floor. Like, boy, if you don't, and I'm sure he made lots of money from the clicks and views of this scandal. Anyway, moving on. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this Keith Lee situation at the BET Awards. I mean, was it shocking? Was it embarrassing? Or was it a simple mistake? I don't know. Mistakes happen. There's that. Now, moving on. Here's another mistake that happened at the BET Awards, and I was shocked and appalled. Okay. I cannot believe it happened. I don't know. Like, listen, Angela Simmons and this purse that was shaped like a pow pow. Why is she carrying this purse? I don't understand. I get it. You dating Yo Gotti. I get it. But do you have to walk around with a pow pow that looks like a purse or a purse that looks like a pow pow? I'm confused. And Angela was standing on business the whole night long. Okay. Now that people have called her out about it, because her baby's father passed away from pow pow violence in Atlanta. I believe it was in Atlanta. He was ambushed in his driveway and KILLED. So I don't understand why all of a sudden carrying a purse shaped like that to the BET Awards and then aiming it at the camera. Like, girl, like, read the room. You are at the BET Awards. Like, one thing they are not advocating is for GUN violence at the BET Awards. Now she has issued this apology after facing a lot of backlash. Shout out to Sandra Rose. Says, I want to address the recent incident involving the green purse I carried at the BET Awards. When I chose the purse, I believed it was cute and unique, and I made a poor decision in using it as an accessory to amplify my beauty. That's what she said. I deeply regret that this item, which symbolizes a GUN, was inappropriate and insensitive, especially given my personal and community experiences with GUN violence. Okay. As you can see, they said, she was there with her boyfriend, Yo Gotti. And didn't he just have some GUN violence in his household? Wasn't his brother just unalived in Tennessee, in Memphis? This is a mess. Okay. Yeah, that's what Sandra said. Both Simmons and Yo Gotti have lost loved ones to GUN violence. Simmons, 36, says she understands the pain and hurt she caused people who are directly impacted by GUN. Anyway, so there's that. I don't know. Should she be forgiven? Let me see. Oh, it was a loan. Okay, wait a minute. The fashion designer says she strives to live her life exemplifying peace, unification, and the resolution of GUN violence in America. And she saw the devastating impact firsthand when her ex-boyfriend Sutton Tennyson was gunned down in Atlanta. GUN violence is a disease that has taken many lives, particularly among young people and black men. By carrying this purse, I did not intend to promote GUN violence in any way. It was a mistake that does not define who I am, my commitment to ending GUN violence. To anyone who was hurt or offended by my actions, I offer my deepest apologies. She did not intend to aim it at y'all like that. She did not intend to laugh like it was a joke. She did not intend to do it. Okay, so there's that. Are y'all here for Angela Simmons' apology or nah? Put a 5 in the chat if she should be forgiven. Put a 8 in the chat if she should have known better. Put a 5 in the chat if she should be forgiven. Put a 8 in the chat if she should have known better. Let me see. 8. Okay. 8, 8. Tasteless. Okay. 8. She should have known better. Hey, Alaka. Okay. You said I'm not here for Angela, period. Oh, it's not that serious. Okay. Well, if it's not that serious, why she issue an apology? She should just keep on living her life. Move on, honey. But there's that. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a lot of 8s and a lot of 5s, more 8s than 5. Somebody said 8 and 5. Okay, shout out to Powerful. I see you, friend. All right, moving on. What else is on this agenda? We was talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. What were some of y'all favorite performances during the BET Awards this year? Listen, we had Sexy Red pretending to be president, Sexy Red for president. We had Ice Spice twerking in her drawers. We had so many people. I don't know who to choose. It was a good watch. I mean, I would watch it again. On the internet, watch the replay. You did not watch it, you should watch it. Lauren Hill was the best part. I would agree. The Fuji's reunion minus Price was good. Will Smith was good. Okay, with Kirk Franklin and them. Yep. Will Smith was good. It was like a forgiving moment. Okay. Will Smith was like, I'm gonna get up here, get Kirk Franklin. And what's the not public, how about to say public announcement? Y'all know who that Sunday service. I'm gonna get Kirk Franklin and Sunday service up here, and we're gonna sing and do our gospel music. And this is gonna, y'all forgive me now. I got a movie out and everything. So that was pretty good. Okay. You said they really like Sexy Red. I like Sexy Red too. You don't like Will Smith? Okay. Lauren L. Boogie, Victoria Monet. Okay, she did. She did. Glorilla and Sexy Red. Okay. What about Glorilla and Meg? Okay. But yeah, I mean, it was all girl, everything. It was a lot of women, you know, getting awards and everything. So I thought it was really good. And I guess that's why they had so many women performing for Usher. But I think they just could have did better. And Marsha and Brocious can't sing. But that Usher tribute, they need a do-over. Moving on, like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Another show that came on yesterday, premiered yesterday, was Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes Outrageous Love on Lifetime. I know y'all looked at it because this is Nene News Network over here. Y'all are Nene Nation and y'all love her. Y'all coming to me every day. You gonna look at Nene show? You gonna look at Nene show? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna look at Nene show. And I looked at Nene show, but I promise you, I can't tell you any of the clips that she reviewed. But what I can tell you that it was funny, and I've seen some of the clips before. I can tell you that it was like a lot of other clip shows on the internet. Like, what is it? World's Funniest Home Videos or whatever. But this one had to do with all couples. And so, yeah, I liked it, but I felt like, and this is my honest opinion, and please don't get mad at me, but I think I told her this too. I felt like she could have, like, it was a little too scripted. Nene is herself by herself without a script is funny as shit. She don't need it. I guess that's why she was the reality TV OG. Okay, and so I just felt like it was just too scripted. Like everything she was like reviewing, she was reviewing it from a script, and she was saying, "Oh, Nene would do this or Nene would do that." I'm like, "You are Nene, like you are Nene." So yeah, I did watch it. How you gonna say I didn't watch it? It came on twice, back to back. I watched both shows, so don't play me. And I set my DVR just so they can get their numbers. So y'all set y'all DVRs too. Okay, Mondays at 10 p.m. Wait a minute, let me see. Mondays at 10 p.m., 9 Central. Okay, every Monday, set your VCRs, your DVRs, your VCRs, all of the above. Okay, but yeah, I just didn't like that. They pretty much had her reading the script, and she's funny. Like she's funny as hell. Y'all seen her on the Housewives. Y'all seen her even on YouTube. Like just when she talking off the top of her head, it is just hilarious. And so I would like that Nene as opposed to the Nene that was reading. But she's entertaining, and I support fully. We miss Nene on TV, and I do appreciate the fact that everybody was screenshotting, everybody was tagging, everybody was it was going. Look, Nene is always trending on Twitter, so she was trending, and so Nene was retweeting and reposting people saying that they're so good to see Nene on their TVs again. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Not it's a no for you. Turn it into a yes, honey. Turn that frown upside down. DVI don't count. I do watch. Okay, well, it's gonna count for me. I saw her just to see her, and I switched the channel. Anyway, salute to Nene for even being on TV because these girls they want to be what she is. It don't matter if she's the OG, the historical content, the legacy of Nene Leakes will live on. Okay. Now speaking of legacy housewives, let's talk about Sheree Whitfield for a hot second. Just the other day, I don't know if you saw my video. I talked about how she called the TMZ up to meet her in front of the Whole Foods. The dude didn't even know her name. She was just like, I'm gonna have on some tight pants and I'm gonna be pushing a cart. I'm gonna have on some workout pants and you'll notice my big booty. So he was like, hey, how you feel about Kenya Lee? He didn't even know the lady name, but I digress. So she called the TMZ people, and now it's interesting because in that TMZ interview, she was also asked would she return. Okay, and Sheree's answer is always going to be yes. And Sheree has never said no when asked to return. Listen, I told y'all before they can offer Sheree a Target gift card. Sheree will be there with bells on. However, this time I felt like she was worth a little bit more because they had fired Candy and because they didn't bring back so many people. She felt like this time she had a little more leverage to ask for more money. And Bravo said, hell no, you ain't worth that. You ain't worth that. So Sheree said no discounts. Y'all remember she put on her Instagram. She said hashtag no discount. So Bravo moved on without her. But they did want her back simply because Sheree has a history with Charles Oakley, who is the husband, the basketball player, who is married to Angela Oakley, one of the newest housewives. So I guess, Sheree being on there, Angela Oakley being on there, I guess there could have been some tension that, we didn't know about. But they didn't want to pay. Now that Kenya has gotten the boots, some more money may be freed up, honey. And so Sheree was like, listen, if the money right, I come back. Okay, I will come back. And so it's interesting that on the heels of that interview, Sheree goes on her Instagram and she posts this right here. Alleged scammers on housewives, ... Interesting. So people's like, who is she talking about? Who is she talking about? And y'all know she's talking about Britt Eady. And it's like, why is everybody going in on Britt Eady? Because we talked about it before, Britt and her insurance situation, even Kenya calling her an insurance scam, HOE or HO. And so it's like, why is she all of a sudden shooting blanks at Brittany? Is Sheree coming back? I don't know. Is this Sheree's entry into the show? Child, I don't know either. Sheree is also cool with Simon. She is. She is. It's giving thirsty. It's giving I will do what I gotta do to get on this cash. She was already breaking bread with Simon. She was already, I can see it. I can't see it. But I mean, Sheree likes this. It's no money. I mean, sis, there's some money left over. Look, Kenya gone. I don't care that she's gone. And so look, Bravo, I'm here. I'm free. I'm not doing anything. Look at me in my leisure wear at the grocery store shopping. Y'all think Sheree even cooked? I don't even think Sheree even cooked. I don't even know what she was buying. I want to know what was in them bags. Anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, I am digressing. Um, who else is on this agenda, child? I had a whole bunch. Oh, anyway, let me go ahead and touch on this while I'm here, honey. Colorist Claudia Jordan. She is still making the rounds, crying, weeping, and apparently she has recently. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me go here. Let me go here. So shout out to Sandra Rose. Shout out to my good friend Sandra Rose for breaking this news story right here. Sandra Rose wrote that Fox Soul has canceled TGIF over personality conflicts. And I'm like, personality conflicts? I'm like, well, that makes sense because clearly the people, the personalities on the show don't necessarily like each other. Okay. We got colorist Claudia, we got Mr. Ed, and we have L. Reynolds. Okay. So according to Sandra Rose says that it's over. It's a TGIF going away party. Okay. In fact, Sandra said that I'm gonna read the whole thing, but this right here caught my eye. She heard that the new head general manager and head of programming, the artisan Babel. Remember, I told y'all about him. Remember, I told y'all that James Dubose was gone and they had a new general manager over there. The new general manager does not apparently care for colorist Claudia, okay, and her kissing up. And apparently, he feels that Al is a little bit more impressive, okay, and so Claudia feels a ways. And so it says Babel reportedly made the decision to suspend the show. Now sources say the show is canceled. Okay. Many blame Claudia for poisoning the show by backstabbing her co-host, but others say all three co-hosts had a hand in the show's demise. And here goes somebody on Twitter saying, when it comes to Fox Soul TGIF mess, Claudia, Al, and Mr. Ed all played a role in it. The reason the three of them couldn't get along with each other is because all three have the same personality. They're full of themselves, two-faced, and messy. So, oh, she got my picture. Oh, look at that. Okay, shout out to Sandra Rose for giving your girl some clout. Now the gag is okay. Y'all remember a few weeks ago, I guess. I don't know if y'all watch it over there or not. I didn't. I just be seeing the clips when they come down my timeline. But apparently Lunel was a guest on the show. Okay. And Claudia, Al, and Mr. Ed were on there when Lunel apparently violated TGIF's policy when she asked Al if he ever came out as GAY to Star Jones before they got married. Now, for those of you who don't know, Star Jones is a Fox personality as well. Okay, Star Jones is the judge on Divorce Court, which is also a Fox show. Oddly enough, when they began removing shows from the Flop Soul Network, Divorce Court was one of them. So I don't know if Star Jones, put her foot down and said she don't want to be associated with the same network or what. But she's not on Fox Soul anymore, but she is still on Fox. Now, listen, Sandra said, according to sources, a written policy forbids staff and guests from mentioning Star Jones' name on the show. Jones previously sent a cease and desist to the show's producers. Now, Al was mortified by Lunel's question. Oh my goodness, I never have not been truthful with anybody I have dated, he said. He added, I have always been very honest with all of my partners about my sexuality. At the time that I date them, I've even been very open and honest about my sexuality. Now, let me say this. This is coming from me. You know, I've tipped into that show a time or two, and it's very interesting to me that that show being branded as a LGBTQ friendly show, with one, I guess, straight woman as the moderator. It Claudia always dug into the gentlemen's sex lives. Each show, I recall her asking questions about threesomes, asking about prep, asking about condoms, doing all extra stuff to these men. However, when the men turn around and would say something about Claudia's sex life and Claudia's history, that's all on the interweb, she would get offended and say that they were being misogynistic. So it is very interesting that it has come to this, that sources say that apparently something was put in place, because why is it, that Claudia can ask those questions, but the same questions can be asked of her? So a group meeting was held, apparently, allegedly, word on the curb, and it was decided that none of them would speak about sexuality, period. Not Claudia, not Al, and not the third party. Now, it's been going fine thus far, but then when Lunel came on and brought up Star Jones, it was apparently in violation of the policy that had been put into place. And this ain't what I heard. I'm just letting you know. Now, something else happened. As you know, Al's birthday roast came and went. That little situation went viral, where Mr. Ed wrote this long diatribe and hit certain points about Al. A lot of people felt that, what he said was a direct reflection of how Claudia felt, okay, about Al. Now, here we are, because Armand's roast, he said, Al's got a unique ability to smile in your face, snap a picture, and go behind your back and talk about you to your coworker that he claims he hates. It's like he got a PhD in two-faced studies. So, it was a lot that Armand was saying, and people were saying that's not a roast, that was just a read. That was very nasty. And so people were blaming Claudia for it. And we all know that Claudia is good at reading. She said so herself. So because Armand, or Mr. Ed as he's called over here, was reading the roast from a sheet of paper, people felt like it was written by someone else, because we all know that Armand, or Mr. Ed, can't spell. Did I watch? Okay, we're gonna get there. But no, I ain't watched it all, but I watched the clip of it. Now, Claudia actually has been very vocal throughout this time, and I'm just going back because I'm bringing you to today. Okay, Claudia has been very vocal. She's been in everybody's chat, honey. She's been in the chat from over there on Fox Soul. She popped up in the chat when everybody was there, and they was like surprised that TGIF was not coming on, and she felt that she needed to make an announcement to the people. As you can see, it's the real Claudia Jordan. She has a wrench. Anybody who is blue and has a wrench, that means they are a moderator on the channel. So no one can say that this is not the real Claudia Jordan. Okay. So she's in the chat and she said, hell, she can't even spell hello. She said, hell, soulmates, there's a lot of misinformation going on and backstabbing. Trust me, when the time is right, the truth will come out and you will know. I love this show and it was my baby. She also said, hoping we reground and get back on air and bring the fun back. She also goes on to say, Al ruined our friendship being two-faced. Just wait till it all comes out. I'ma let everyone talk first and I will talk later, but mine will be true. Now she's gonna let everybody talk first, but she the only one that's talking, honey. Anyway, she said Al was having side conversations with Armand, trying to get me fired, and having side conversations with me, trying to get Armand fired. Then we found out and squashed our beef. Al been miserable since we made up. Okay, then she said, I called Al today to try one last time to fix it. He ignored me, so F-U-C-K it. That's what she was saying at her job, child. She was saying this at her job, as if somebody has to be friends with you to be your coworker. I don't understand. Claudia acts like, Al was giving her the eggplant and he stopped or something. Because why all of a sudden you blowing up the man's phone and mad because he won't answer? Does he have to answer the phone? Okay, yes, the thirst is real. And we already know she stole the idea from Al. Now, Al has responded a little bit, not really much, because Claudia been everywhere. Okay, let me go here real quick too. Before Al responded, Claudia did that in the chat. Okay, she also did this right here. Shout out to the messy sweet spot. Okay, she came on the messy sweet spot from the bed. Okay, and then she had a lot to say about Al and the situation. Here's a little bit of what she said.
Keep some kind of hope alive to keep this thing going, and for us to keep going, we got to get along. I only hopped on.
For them to keep going, they got to get along. That's what she said. And she is now saying that Al hates her. That's what she said. She said that Al hates her. And it's like, should he love you? I don't understand. Is he supposed to love you in order to be employed? So this little clip of Carlos King's show or interview, because I couldn't watch, I ain't gonna watch the whole thing. I'm just letting y'all know. She appeared on Carlos King's show, and this little clip is circulating over here on X. Hold on. Right here. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, coming news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So this person said Claudia explains the fallout between her and Al Reynolds. Okay, let's see. What is that?
It comes to you and Al Reynolds, apparently. What happened between you and Al?
What happened?
I think he hates me.
Why she made that face? Hold on. I'm so extra. Why she look like that? Hold on. What is that? What is that? I don't understand. Does that mean something? Or that means she thinking up a lie? Is that what that means? Y'all let me know in the chat. Is she thinking up a lie? Because I don't know if I believe anything that colorist Claudia says. Let's continue.
I think he hates me.
That's a strong statement.
I do.
Hates you?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. But it.
What? What in the Karen white lady stunt is this? He hates me. Who talks about their coworker like this? Who? He hates me. He doesn't like me. I don't understand why people don't like me. Maybe because you're such an unlikable person. Oh my God. Okay, let's listen.
It feels that way sometimes. And this is someone that, we were friends. You know what I mean? And I know he always wanted to do this kind of stuff. And I have him on there. And it's like, I sometimes feel like.
Here's another reason why people don't like you, colorist Claudia, because I know you here. You are constantly going from platform to platform to platform. You went on Messy Sweet Spot. You went on Conscious TV. You went on in Fox Soul's chat. You went in people's DMs. You went over here on Reality with the King. And you talking about you gonna wait till everybody else says something. Nobody's saying anything, colorist Claudia, but you. And now she's talking about, I don't get it. I just don't. But this is why people don't like her, because she keeps forcing the issue and saying that she put these people on. I put them on. I got them a check. I did this. But little did she know that, the show that she stole from Nene was also stolen from her. Isn't that a bitch? But we're going to get there in a minute. Hold on. We're going to listen to her finish talking about Al.
And I have him on there. And it's like, I sometimes feel like no good deed goes unpunished. You know what I'm saying? You've probably been in a situation before. You're like, man, this would be great for you. And then there's a reason for someone to be mad at you. I don't know. There was a build up over the years of little things. I'm a person that pays a lot of attention to character and things that you do if your actions don't match your words.
We are that type of person, Claudia. It's called discernment. And that's why people don't like you, because your actions don't match your words. you claim that you are an advocate for Black women. However, you call Black women and men monkeys and apes. You claim that you are so pro-Black, but you go on and say you can't see Black people in the dark. So your words do not match your actions. So, no, let's listen.
You know, I will make a note to self, you know, and just little things happen over the course of the last few years that have been hurtful. He knows. He apologized for one of the things before. But
Did you find him talking about you behind your back?
Here's what she's mad at. She's mad that Al is friends with Nene and that he has spoken to me once or twice. That's what she's mad at, but we're gonna get there.
You did. And it was hurtful. Allegedly, some of the things that you may have been told Al, I him talking about you behind your back. You did. And it was hurtful. Allegedly, some of the things that you may have been told Al said about you or shown receipts, you know, maybe that has happened too. You were hurt by it because you really thought we had, and I see you tearing up too.
Oh Lord, no, she didn't start crying. No, she did this. So you go on an interview to say these people don't like me. If this ain't caring energy, I don't know what is. Everybody is not gonna like you, colorist Claudia. Everybody is not going to like you. Now, before I move on, that's all I got for the Carlos situation. But Al actually mentioned what prompted their issue. Now, if you are a longtime squad member, you would recall that I did a video 2-3 years ago, I guess it was, and I told y'all that Al had gotten a boot from Flop Soul. And I told y'all I ran it down. I'll play a little bit in just a second. But Al was on his channel recently, okay, and he basically was giving an update. He had a health scare. He had a blood clot in his leg. And of course, the people in the comment section were actually asking him, about Foxo, of course. And so, excuse me. Here is one thing that he mentioned. Okay, there's somebody said, "Are you coming back to Foxo?" Let's see what he said.
In that circle, I would say would fall between friends and associates would be my mentors. That's where I kind of throw in that circle. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Aletha Hunt, sorry guys, Al, are you returning to Fox? So good question, Aletha Hunt. We will see. I'm sorry, that's the best I can give you on that. We will see if I'm returning to Fox. So like I said, that show means a lot to me. I put a lot of time and energy. If anybody's watched that show, I've only missed one day. I've only missed one day off that show in the 5 years that going on 5 years that show has been on. And I can tell you, anybody who doesn't miss a day of work, and that one day that I missed, I was suspended. If anybody remembers that, y'all can fall down in the chat. I was suspended for a day off of that show.
Do y'all remember when Al was suspended? Oh, let me tell you, let me rewind it. Let me remind you why Al was suspended. I love going back in the archives. I love when a messy situation comes together, honey. Hold on. I got even. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is right here. Got so many. Oh, here it is over here. Got so many tabs open. Okay, here it is right here. Al Reynolds fired. Look at me with my half wig on. Okay, look at me. Look at all the super chats I was getting back then. Okay, y'all ain't gave me no super chats today, but that's okay. Look. This was 2 years ago. Okay, look, I'm going to the mark. I don't know what mark this is, but I'm just gonna start playing. Conflict over there with colorist Claudia, because she is really in her feelings because Nene has been successful, even though she left the housewives and all that. Colorist Claudia was rooting for her downfall, and she ain't failed yet. But the lady's husband then passed away, the lady's aunt then passed away. Meanwhile, colorist Claudia over there is waiting for an opportunity to say some bull crap, right? She was just waiting for it. And we talked about the other day. We got a whole 2 videos, part 1 and part 2. Okay, go over there and watch part 1, part 2. Nene said, leave her the hell alone. She tired of her stalker, colorist Claudia, constantly saying little slick stuff over on their channel. Now,
she had just lost her husband. Y'all remember that when Nene was in the went on her page and she said this right here. I don't know why I keep it in here, but it's still in here.
Please leave me alone. I'm asking that. All of you guys, please leave me alone. I wish my husband had not died. I would not be dealing with any of this. Please leave me the fuck alone.
Claudia was going from platform to platform to platform, dragging Nene, talking about Nene ego was too big and that she, didn't deserve, to be a star and all kind of things that she was saying. So here is, hold on, let me keep going.
Colorist Claudia, Al, she recruited Al to be a part of this situation over there on Flop. So I think it's called TGIF, whatever it's called. She recruited Al to be a part of the show because she knew that Al was a friend to Lenithia and the Leakes, honey. And then she got super messy Junkie Dineva over there because she knew Junkie Dineva had just read Nene for having the read session with the gays. Y'all remember that? Because you remember that Nene was like the read session. Y'all remember? So Junkie Dineva is over there, simply because, he was reading Lenithia. So basically Claudia, colorist Claudia, I can't even say her name. I'm talking like her. Colorist Claudia Jordan, decided to get them over there as her, 2 gays on the side so that she can, drag the people she needed to drag, because I guess she couldn't do it well enough with Cocktails and Queens, right? So
isn't that crazy that I've been telling y'all the truth this long?
Anywho, now that she has, got her little platform together, got her 2 minions together, she does what she does. She said Claudia is most definitely obsessed. It is just beyond obsessed. Anywho, so Al posted the video yet again. I'm gonna play it for you again for those of you who haven't seen it. 1,300 of y'all. I'm gonna post it.
He got
I'm gonna play it.
Hold on.
Y'all can remember what they said. Hold on, let me refresh real quick and play it.
Just trying to refresh y'all memory.
Hold on, here she go, child. We're gonna listen to a hot second of it, honey. Where can y'all hear that? Can you hear that? I can't hear it. Oh, okay.
Whatever. But I did feel triggered when she posted, when I heard about the story. I'm like, hold up. No one owes you anything. We didn't have to spend $1. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with your husband and paying respect to the man that we all got to know and love, who was so supportive and kind. Even when you were beefing with his wife, he was still.
Let's not forget Claudia called Nene Leakes' husband Greg SLAVE, a slave. This Caucasian woman called a black man a slave. Let's not forget yet another colorist comment that she made while she was on the Housewives. Hold on, we're gonna continue.
A class act. And Nene, I can't tell you how to grieve because again, I've never lost a husband. I've never lost a mate. I'm not married. I just have a boyfriend. But like,
have a boyfriend.
It's just such a tacky thing to did you Google how much the flowers cost? Like the things that you said about other people, you're lucky that anyone even showed up for you. Actually, and the fact that people rallied around you, I thought was a beautiful moment. So let's not ruin it. Not cool.
Now let me just say this for a second. Let me take the bird brain off the line for a second. Give me producer. You over there reading your phone, you supposed to be taking the bird brain off the line. Okay, so listen, Claudia was not even invited to the repast. Claudia was not at the repast. Claudia was not there. Nene was not speaking to her when she spoke about the situation at the repast. And as I was saying earlier, like, she has every right to feel the way she feels. Nene simply, was asked a question by the masses. Did Cynthia show up? No, Cynthia didn't come till a week later, and she came to my lounge. She told the story about the flowers, and she explained it very eloquently. She said, since y'all asking, I did all of this for my coworkers when we were coworkers. I spent thousands of dollars, sending gifts, sending flowers, catering, events for them, catering their repast. And so when my husband died, like, excuse me for being wrong, but I expected a little more than them giving, $20 a piece to contribute to some flowers. Y'all say that that's being ungrateful, but I say she don't have to be grateful. She lost her husband. What she got to be grateful for? Like, if you're going to support her in her loss, if you're going to support her in her loss, support her in her loss. Okay. Now, that being said, Al Reynolds did the right thing, because, he felt that, Nene was getting dragged a little unmercifully. Oh, child, the flop soul is rubbing off on me, Lord. Please forgive me. But Al felt, that it was wrong the way they came at her, and he issued an apology. Now, the crazy thing is, all of these blogs ran with what colorist Claudia say. It was on the Shade Room. It was on Hollywood Unlocked. It was on Neighborhood Talk. It was on every little blog that you could think of on the Instagrams. But what blog picked up Al's apology? Can y'all post it in the chat? I'll wait. Let me drink. Can y'all post in the chat what blog posted Al's apology? I cracked myself up. I don't see nobody typing nothing. Zero. Nobody. We ain't seen it. I'm the only blogger that mentioned it. Nobody said nothing. And we're going to dive into his apology for a second, because the crazy thing is he tagged the people. Hold on. Let me put it up. Hold on. Let me go to it. He tagged all of, and I have to say that his apology and outwardly supporting Nene was the reason why colorist Claudia felt betrayed and hurt and got him fired from his position. And when I spoke about it and shed light on it, he actually got his job back. But I ain't gonna pat myself on the back, but I'm just letting y'all know of them in his apology, because clearly he felt that it was prudent to mention them. Here it is right here. Al posted this, and he said, I woke up this morning to a crazy number of texts and DMs asking me why I would sit and let my co-host Claudia Jordan talk about my friend Nene Leakes. The Shade Room, see, he added them. The Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked. Both Claudia and he added Junkie Dineva too. No, Nene and the Leakes are like family to me. I was a groomsman in the Leakes wedding, and I spoke at Greg's transition celebration. Our show, TGIF at Fox Soul, he added them too, is an unapologetic show where people speak their mind without filter. I have nothing to do with that. What I do have control over is how I made my friend Nene Leakes feel. She is grieving the loss of her husband, and I want to apologize if I made her feel unprotected by me. Sound like a good old apology to me. Sound like a good old apology. You said, please pull up Nene's fan page, Chasing Nene Leakes on IG. They have a full breakdown of Claudia's obsessive behavior from last year to now. Okay. On the job training. I get it. That's okay. But here she is.
Then Claudia went on her page.
Yeah, okay. Did Cynthia like it? Did Candy like it? Did Kenya like it? No, but Mike Hill's messy ass was up under there throwing. Look no further. I am she. Someone to push me. She was shooting subliminals. First, she posted this whole rigmarole because she was being dragged online, honey. Talk about she was a straight shooter, blah, 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 blah. A whole lot of blah, blah, blah. Honestly, listen, I'll read a little bit of it, child. She says she's a straight shooter to the day I die. I don't care what, quote unquote, they are doing because I stand on my convictions. A champion for the underdog and the less popular kids and choices, and that's okay. You need an advocate, I'm your girl. You need someone to push you and believe in you, I'm that friend. You got a seemingly impossible goal that no one else sees for you, I'm going to cheer you on. Someone bullying you and they're one of the cool kids that no one else would dare go toe to toe for you, shit. Look no further. I am she.
Child, who is? So yeah, that was then after that, Al was unceremoniously taken off of his position from the show. So, Al has addressed it recently. He has admitted that he said he was suspended, for one day. And out of all the time that the show has been on, that was the only time that he was not on the show. I guess when he was brought back on the show, Claudia felt the ways because she had no pull. Again, after James Dubose left, she didn't have any type of authority on the show that she claims she created. However, she stole from Nene Leakes. I did hear that she also hold on just a second. Who was it that did a video about it? Oh, here it is right here. Shout out to Schoolboy. Did a video about it, and I guess in Carlos King's interview, she has admitted that she don't own the show at all, the name or anything. And so, hold on, let me see what Schoolboy said.
Oh, Lord. I'm over here watching this Carlos King interview with Claudia Jordan where she's spilling all of this. She doing back and forth. Girl, they talking about.
Yeah, I know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use. Y'all go support Schoolboy. I just wanted to hear it because, I didn't watch the whole interview. I just watched people's reviews. I just watched people's reviews of it, and I found this very interesting. Okay, shout out to Schoolboy.
About TGIF. Why does she just admit to Carlos King that she does not own any intellectual property when it comes to TGIF? Meaning, yes, she put the concept together of all of them being together and talking about hot topics, but did not name the show and does not have any rights to the intellectual property.
Sounds like karma to me. Sounds like karma to me. She stole it from Nene Leakes, and now she doesn't have any rights to her own intellectual property. That means that Foxo can fire her and put 3 new people on there, and she don't get nothing.
She admits to not handling her business on the back end, which is insane. Claudia Jordan has been in the game way too long to not have.
No, she's they are actually reviewing what she said on Carlos King. Like I said, I was listening to other bloggers review the interview because I didn't watch the whole interview. There's no way I could sit through Carlos and Claudia talking at the same time. So I was listening to other people review it, and I thought this was interesting.
Done this, but I can't say nothing about this because y'all know my history. Back in the day, I was on somebody else's panel who shall not be named in this video, and they didn't make sure nobody was on contract or handle their business properly either. So there's that. So it.
Oh, now y'all got me wanting to go over to the Carlos King thing and find the clip. We need to find the clip. Hold on, let me go look. Y'all like this video? Oh, this is juicy. Hold on, Carlos King. What's her name? Claudia. Hold on, let me go look in the thing. Carlos King, Claudia. Why the old video come up, not the new one? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, now I gotta go to the. Hold on, let me go to the transcript. See if I can find when she said that. She said that she does not own. If anybody know the timestamp, y'all give it to me. And like this video while y'all in here. We doing research right now. Blah 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 blah. Oh, child. Now, how many hours is this? Oh, it's almost 2 hours. Lord, I cannot take it. Hold on, let me go. You talking about Quentin? She talking about. Here it is, right here. When I didn't have the name, and to full disclosure, I never named the show. I'm really bad at names for shows, but I'm good with the concept, and I'm good at putting groups of people together.
So I went to James and I said, "Hey, I want to." Okay, hold on. Here it is right here. Let's listen to it. Hold on.
What the name? I didn't have the name. And to be full disclosure, I never named the show. I'm really bad at names for shows, but I'm good with the concept and I'm good at putting groups of people together. So I went to James and I said, "Hey, I want to try this. I think this could be a good show at Fox Soul. Can we have them as guests on my Friday show?" And
yes, copyright disclaimer, section 107. We researching, child.
Just feel it out and just see. I want you to see if there's magic. If I'm right, you're gonna go with this. He's like, "No problem." So we did it, and it was undeniable. Episode 1. Everyone's Wi-Fi. Gary with the T don't know anything about Wi-Fi. He's like an old lady, right? Just what am I doing? And hit the button. It was a mess, but it was so like the unpolishedness of it all made it good. And we enjoyed talking to each other. And so after one episode, it was really obvious that this needed to be
okay. So hold on. Here's what she talked about, that intellectual property
a thing. So immediately the network was like, they recognized it, they saw it, and they were like, yes, like this needs to be a show. Me on the business side, being so trusting, being so ambitious, and so happy to just get it on, I didn't protect myself on the business.
Oh, she was thirsty. She had stole Nene Leakes' idea and took it somewhere else, and they put it on, and she was so thirsty. Okay, she didn't care about the intellectual property side. She didn't care about owning the show. Only thing she cared was being the face and being on and being a blogger.
Inside, like I didn't own the IP. I let them name it.
And just so people know, the IP is the intellectual property.
Yes.
So that's what IP stands for.
Yes.
So you didn't name the show. You may have created a concept
and I casted it.
And you cast it, but you didn't protect yourself in the business sense. Go ahead.
Look at that. Look at that. OMG, karma comes back to bite every single time, don't it?
Did not protect myself, but I felt very like trusting at the time. James has my back. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be fine. We'll figure it out later. I made
James has her back. Why isn't she on his network like you said? But anyway,
great mistake doing that.
I just thought that was pretty interesting. So now we know, okay, that colorist Claudia fell out with Al Reynolds. She feels like that he hates her. Al admits that he was suspended back in the day and things hasn't been right since. Claudia accuses Al of being a backstabber and not having her best interest at heart. Apparently, Claudia seems to feel like people owe her for her giving them this opportunity and they need to kiss her ass. That's how I see it. But y'all let me know what you think. Okay, we've been on how long? An hour, Lord Jesus, we've been on a long time. Like this video. I will take a few calls. Okay, please. We had several topics, so don't all pile on colorist Claudia. Okay, I do not condone bullying, even though she does. Let's talk about we talked about the BET Awards, the good, bad, and the ugly. We talked about Keith Lee. We talked about Angela Simmons with the Pow Pow purse. We talked about Nene Leakes' new show. We talked about what else we talked about? We talked about Usher's tribute, and we talked about colorist Claudia. So have your pick. Click the link. Call in. Let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think it's over for Flopso and TGIF? I mean, I'm just saying they were they threw money at them for diversity and inclusion during the 2020, and so now here we are in 2024. I don't know if the time has passed or what, but who knows? You said Claudia does not play well with others. She does not. She is a mean girl. It only worked because of Junkie's followers. I told y'all that a long time ago. Nobody was listening to me. I said that 3-4 years ago. I said he is dumb because he is building up their network, and for what, when he can build his own. And now here we are 4 years later and he is regurgitating the exact same thing that I said. It's good to know I'm still an influence to people. Okay. Shout out to you, Christine Biner, for the cash out, friend. Thank you for the $50. Oh, I've been so blessed. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Is it too late for phone calls? Are y'all asleep? People seem to not give her credit for good, yet talk about the show's demise. What's the credit for the good? She stole the show. You late to the party. That's all right. They been over. That's okay. Who is? I don't know if R.I.P. to anybody that passed away. I don't know who passed away, friend. Anyway, y'all gonna make me leave and go straight to the Patreon. But I wanted to stay around since Christine sent me $50. I'm gonna stay around for a little while. I didn't watch that show, so please don't talk about it in this chat. Thank you. Thank you. What else? Colorist Claw is jelly because Nene had a whole husband and business. Okay. Hold on. Hey Kim, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Michelle. I
Hey.
was coming on. I watched that Carlos interview, and
Okay.
Claudio was just on there, just babbling, just running off her mouth, trying to get her point across, and why she's not at fault, and she put a paycheck in everybody's pocket, and she doesn't know why everyone's mad at her, and she was spilling a little tea about Gary with the tea. She said all of them were on the show like a little pilot and
Mhm.
everything, and um, he left because of other things with his other job. She was
No,
just babbling.
he left because Ricky Smiley told him that he couldn't work there and work for him, and so he stayed with his regular job. Ricky Smiley and Claudia Jordan don't get along. Like
Correct.
he does not like Claudia Jordan.
Well,
Remember,
that was
Claudia
just a
Jordan was
few.
fired from the
Right.
Ricky Smiley show
But
in
Claudia
Atlanta.
thinks we don't remember all that. So that's what she was
Oh,
over there explaining and regurgitating everything, and they
oh,
don't, and she just kept saying, and I don't know why, everybody just doesn't like me and they don't like me. And I had to cut it off. I was like, I don't know what the rest of the stuff she said because I was like, she's crying
she got to be
over there.
joking, right?
Oh my God. She's playing the pity. I never saw one tear.
Oh, hold on. Here go. Wait. I got to go into the archives, child. That's all I got to do. Is go into the archives, and
I was a tear on her and
I love
Carla with
this.
her and Carlos.
Oh no, this is about her and Ricky Smiley.
Oh, okay.
In the tweets, Claudia Jordan blasts ex-boss Ricky Smiley for quote gossiping about her. Now she's accusing Ricky Smiley of gossiping about her. Y'all don't remember
Mhm.
this? Okay,
I
this is after
remember.
she got fired. It's no secret that Claudia Jordan, formerly of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, is not one of my favorite people, even back then. That being said, I told you guys months ago that Ricky Smiley was not here for Claudia Jordan's attitude,
Right.
especially after her RHO reunion show antics. Click here if you missed that. I'll go back in a minute. Well, apparently Claudia is a huge fan of Smiley's either. Okay. So she talked about him on the Breakfast Club way
Yes.
back. She said, now months after being fired from Smiley's popular morning show, Jordan hit the tweets to rant about her former boss, speaking ill of her in the streets and even alludes to him being a closet queen. Here is
Right.
Claudia Jordan. He hates
Claudia
women,
said that.
always fussing with women, always arguing with women, always mad at women, and wears dresses like one. This is Claudia now. Read
Yes.
Claudia's full Twitter rant. It's really mind blowing. Say one thing publicly and lie hate privately. You do not want folks that know your truth to do the same to you. She always, trying to expose somebody. Here she is trying to out a black man to calling him gay. Why can't folks just part ways professionally without going the BITCH route? Some partners just ain't meant to be. Can we not say the same thing about her and Al at this point?
Right.
Doesn't mean you got to be enemies. Look, y'all, I see things come full circle. Here
It
she
comes
is.
back.
It's amazing how these so-called religious, successful, and grown men that claim to be walking in the light can't wait to gossip about
Busting
me,
everybody
shaking
out.
my head. Luckily, he's not as much of a power player as he liked to think outside his own world where folks constantly lie to him to pacify him. Just disappointed that folks can take the same situation two different ways and run with their truth and try to recruit others. Sounds like Claudia to me,
Sounds
but
like
it's
it to
coming,
me.
sir, and not even from me. I'm going to leave it alone. But the streets are talking. And when you treat so many people foul, karma comes. Karma's coming for Claudia. Till
Sounds
you
like
do right
Claudia to
by
me.
me, your real hairline and eyelashes will never grow. And that I will forever stay cocked. But I did see you do it to your childhood friend. And so, like, here she is online. She is always online
And in the
talking
comments.
about people.
In the comments.
Wait a minute. Let me go back and see what Ricky has said. Hold on. After the reunion, let me see what Ricky has said.
Ricky was mad at her. I know that. And I think he's still slick mannered.
Hold on, I gotta go back because I can't be remembering. Hold
At
on.
it,
In the
cat.
tweets, Ricky Smiley is not here for Claudia Jordan's mess.
Mm-mm.
And he said, "Don't associate my name with that Claudia mess." Ooh, child. So somebody said in the tweets, really disappointed Ricky Smiley and Bravo TV want to have someone like Claudia on their show that
Mm.
promotes drama. Lost a fan. Smiley has been known to clap back on Twitter, and he responded to his latest criticism stating, Miss Slowly, Bravo TV, don't tie me in that RHOA messy shit. If you
Right.
don't support me because of her, then you ain't no real fan any damn way. And I'm like, but wait, it didn't end there. Ricky made it crystal clear that he prefers that y'all keep his name out of Claudia Jordan's mess. Okay,
Sounds
somebody
like Claudia
said,
to
Ricky
me.
Jordan, I'm a fan. I just want more positivity from all aspects. I am disappointed you had to curse at me as well, but thank
Right.
you. And then Ricky Smiley said, never fall when I curse, never fail when I curse one of y'all out. Then you claim the F word, fan word. Tweet me about some mess. I don't watch RHOA. And then she said, in life, we can disagree, state opinions, have fights, and be respectful. I have been a loyal fan, but I suppose that's only my one, too. And then Ricky said, ain't no damn fight respectful because I don't respect you at all for adding me
Oh,
to that
oh,
Claudia mess. Tweet her, get the F out of here.
up,
And
up.
then he said, "No, ma'am, I'm disappointed in you up with this mess, effing up my day. You need to move this discussion to Claudia Jordan." He did not see it for Claudia Jordan clearly, and
Mm-mm.
so they had been going back and forth. Then she went on it went on the Breakfast Club. This was in 2015, talking about Ricky Smiley.
That was in 2014
Yeah,
or 2015.
this was in 2015. She was fired right here. Let me click this link. See when she was fired. Hold
So Claudia
on.
and Kenya, the new victims, reality victims, huh? Right
Uh-uh.
now.
I can't even get this link to open. It's been so long. Anyway,
So nobody's gonna
yeah,
film with her when she's
the
dirty.
mess is messing.
Did you see Tasha K's rant about her? How
I
she had to
did.
keep
I
her
did.
legs crossed? I
And
said,
I believe some of it.
"Oh my
Mhm.
God!" I was like, then I started picturing. I can picture her with her legs crossed, squeezing it together. Tasha K said, allegedly, my opinion, but that's what I just had to say. Talk about Kenya also too, even though we didn't talk about her tonight.
Let me say this because I did say it in my short video. Let me say it here while there's 1850 people in here this time of night. Okay. Um Claudia is the same girl as Kenya. Okay. I said this before. I'm gonna say it again there. Okay. And as proof that she is the same as Kenya, here is this video of her and Carlos King, and she pulled revenge PORN out on Jennifer Williams.
What? Yeah.
Jennifer, that's not so complimentary. You want to go to the internet? You want to talk about me? The whole show, your whole storyline is how much.
Get that bitch.
Hold on, let me fast forward a little bit. She pulled that out on her phone.
I don't care what you found. I'm sure you would not care about what I found. This is your
Acting just like
on the
Twirl.
that you were sending to a married.
my face?
Oh God. There's your face right there.
Claudia,
To a
stop.
So
Oh
she
my
pulled the
goodness.
lady vagina out. Okay,
Oh my
everybody there.
goodness.
Okay,
Google
Claudia
make
was.
sure your house. Is that my face?
Carlos
Is
was
that
in on it
Claudia,
too.
I think last time.
You know he was.
I have
Those
no
are or not.
I
Those
don't
are
deny
not.
it.
You gotta
I
fix them,
don't
boo.
I don't
Tiffany,
deny
can
it.
you get
Look
my
at
box?
look at Carlos.
Everybody on the
Oh,
stage was looking like, look, everybody on the stage, they was not here for it.
Okay.
Okay.
looking like the Reaper.
And I will come at you back.
Wish you had these
So yeah, you talk
Oh
about
my
Mean
God.
Girls. Like she's done a lot to a lot of different people,
So she's done exactly what they say allegedly that Kenya did
but
to
she's
those to
always
Britt,
the victim. It's always everybody against Claudia, as
showing
if she does
pictures.
not do anything wrong ever.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She does do. I go to a lot of black tie parties and I smile real big so everybody can see my teeth. I'll never forget that. Ever.
Mm,
Ever. I
mm.
saw it when she was opening the suitcases on that little show she was on. You could tell then.
Look, she called Greg a slave. She talked about
Sure
Nene's
did
hair
call Greg a
edges
slave.
because most black women don't talk about other women's hair, like that. Okay.
No, but
Uh
came out her mouth
Claudia,
is Greg is
yeah,
so good and all this, but he's your Nene's slave. She sure did say that. He's your slave.
Mhm. She also called Nene gorillas in the mist. You remember that?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get past where's your scooter, Claudia. Where's your scooter now? So she's gonna need all the handicap
That
parking.
was
Her and
Nene
Kenya.
with the scooter, but yeah, I get
Nobody's
it.
going to want to film with them. You know that, right? It's gonna be difficulties. They're difficult. That's just gonna tickle my soul. It's gonna tickle my soul. So
Mm.
that she doesn't like the gays. She never really liked the gays. It's coming out.
Clearly she has a feeling about gays if she was all on Twitter accusing Ricky Smiley of wearing a dress and being a sassy and all this stuff. Like, come on. Yeah.
But wasn't she
Like,
allegedly at the white parties, the famous white parties that they're talking about now with Dr.
allegedly, I don't
Love?
know. I don't listen.
Allegedly, she said she wasn't around that, but she was. Pictures
Mhm.
surfaced allegedly. So we just gonna watch how everything falls out. That's why they dropping her. Watch
Mhm.
Kenya been at those parties too.
No, she'll probably be really successful because she's probably a part of that crowd. But anyway, thank you, Kim. I appreciate you for calling.
Alrighty.
All
Okay,
right.
I'll see you later. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
Hey, Alaka. Welcome.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. How's Mama Brown doing?
She's doing good. She's doing well.
Sending her prayers and love.
You.
So,
Do we have a delay? I think we have a
I
delay.
think
But go
so.
ahead.
I think so. I might need to close. I've got a lot of tabs open.
No.
What was the first topic? The BET Awards, that guy, the reviewer guy. What was his name?
Keith Lee.
Yes. Honestly, that mishap that happened with Taraji was not a big deal, like at all. As a matter of fact, had you not made a fuss about it, nobody would have been discussing it the next day at all.
Exactly. Yep.
So he decided to make a mountain out of a molehill. For what? You've already got your followers. So why do you want to seek attention? I can't stand people who humble brag. He's trying to come with this fake humility, and that's what he doesn't realize. That's what's irritating.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come with
God,
this fake humility.
that wasn't my moment.
You know,
and
and
bringing God into it. And my thing is, God brought you there. You was there because God wanted you to be there. You're always where you're supposed to be. Period.
where you're supposed to be. You know,
Mhm.
God is first of all, God doesn't make mistakes. Let's start with
Mhm.
that. So you were where you were supposed to be. It's up to you to have made the most of that situation and actually appreciated that situation. Do you see what I mean?
Yep.
So I just
agree.
find it crazy that he decided to do that, threw the rose on the floor, then decided to proceed with another video talking about, oh, he's got nothing against Taraji. The damage's already been done, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did you hope? I don't understand. Like, what was his end game in doing all of that? And
Clicks
that's
and
what I feel
views
like
because the
sometimes.
BET Awards was trending. He was put
Mhm.
front and center of the BET Awards. And for me, if you think about strategy, he knows about social media strategy because I'm sure
Yeah.
he knows that would have brought him clicks and views. Like he made money from this little scandal, I would think, but it's still not a good look on him and his brand because he's supposed to be so humble and so, Christ-like and all of that. And it just didn't look good.
Biggie.
I know,
I love
right?
it
I was
when
trying
you
not
do
to
that.
yell in y'all ear.
It's like Biggie. I was waiting for you to say that. And Nene, we don't have Lifetime here.
Oh no. You can't even watch it
And
on the app?
literally, no, it's blocked. So basically, it's
Oh.
been it's been geo blocked. So whenever
Uh-huh.
I try to go to Lifetime, it basically diverts to another website automatically. Like
Oh.
I'll literally Google it first so I can see that it's Lifetime. Click on it, it takes me to another. So we actually don't. So I can't watch Nene's. I have to find a bootleg way to watch it. So I really want to
Oh.
see. I do really want to
Yeah.
see. I'm
It's
very
cute.
curious to how it's kind of all
It's
played
cute.
out.
Hmm.
Is it? Well,
I'll
I'm
try to see
happy
if
for
I
her.
can figure out how to download it, maybe watch it on Patreon or something.
Cool. That would be cool. What side I saying? Get a proxy site. That would mean I have to go to what? Wait, are there any proxy sites that I can use that have
A
got that? Actually,
VPN, yeah, VP.
yeah.
You can get you a VPN.
I've never needed
Yeah.
to use the VPN because okay, I'll see. I'll find a way. I always find a way.
Yeah.
I will find a way. And
Live.
Claudia Jordan. She's exhausting, Michelle.
Mm.
You know,
You think?
she's like a gnat. You know what I mean? She's like a gnat, very irritating, very difficult to get rid of. And she needs basically like proper cleansing, whether it's Dettol or something like that, because she is that irritating. I do not understand anybody who lacks this level of self-awareness. She's got no self-awareness, right?
Mm.
She lacks
Mhm.
self-awareness. And then on top of the lacking of self-awareness, right, she has got her emotional intelligence. I feel like if it was measured in numbers, would be on the minus scale. Because
Oh
I've
Lord.
never seen anything like it in my life, where you will literally go on your employee's live chat where it's blatantly obvious that it's you because you've got a wrench, and proceed to talk about things that you really shouldn't be talking about in the first place. I talked to I did this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, are you talking to your girlfriend who's right sitting next to you? Are you
Mhm.
forgetting this is the public? We are on the World
Right.
Wide Web. We're not on the American web. We're on the World Wide Web, which means any single person that knows about the situation around the world will see this. How does it not compute?
I
That
don't know.
it's just baffling.
Yeah, I agree.
It's weird.
And
No
why is she so?
self-control.
Why she talking about a friendship? This is a business. You sound really mentally ill. Like it's really giving me incompetent. I don't understand the
It
logic.
comes across
You know,
very
how he
unprofessional.
betrayed me. So
It comes across very, very unprofessional. Do you know how many
he won't answer
fallouts?
the phone when I call. He told Mr. Ed not to answer my call. What? It's weird. So
And it was none of our business. Do you know what I mean? That was honestly none of our business. We didn't need to know all those details. There's so many people that fall out who are on national television. There's so many people that fall out who are A-listers even, and we don't have a clue about what's going on. You know what I mean? And for her to always feel the need to want to go in people's DMs, to want to go in the comments. Meanwhile, I'm just baffled. But at the same time, as much as I'm not the type, I don't like to rejoice over anybody's downfall. However, I also believe that you reap what you sow. Okay, you cannot plant apples and expect that you're going to get oranges, right? And Claudia, by thinking, and I stress on the word thinking, that she could successfully steal somebody else's God-given idea. And this is what I feel like this is a lesson for everybody around the world. Okay, if God has ordained something over you and it's your idea, it's something that is a blessing from God for you, nobody, okay, in their human power can actually take it away from you. They do not have the blueprint. The blueprint is like a spiritual thing that God has given you for you to proceed with that particular thing. It's a gift from God. Okay, so you can't go and try and steal somebody else's idea and actually think without the blueprint of like the foundation of a house. You're actually going to build a house that's not going to fall down at some point. And look at how disgracefully Fox Soul has fallen down.
you're right.
So she needs to be careful on that. Or everything that she's been doing to Nene and everything, it's all coming back. She first lost that Queen's cocktail with the Queens or whatever, which was another theft that took place from Nene's idea. And then she proceeded to steal this one to the point where she was so greedy and so prideful and so entitled to think she can rush and prove that she can do it better than Nene, to the point where she did not even take care of her IP. At this day and age, are you dumb? You must be having a laugh. You must be having a laugh. But
Well,
it is what
we
it
saw
is.
it all unfold.
That's
Like I
my 2
told you,
cents,
the truth
Michelle.
always comes out. Well, thank you so much, Alaka. I appreciate you, friend.
Yeah, it does. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you too.
All right. Good night. Hey, Leo. How you doing?
I'm well, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Well, it's good to see you on and stuff like that. I wanted to start with the BET Awards real quick. By chance, did you see like the Ray J drama with Zeus's Lemon Pepper finding
No, I
out the
didn't.
awards?
I didn't get into all that.
Yeah, that I thought was like that's just kind of like leading me into like the distaste for like the show. It's like we just came at it. Well, we're still in the throes of a pandemic and stuff, and things like
Mhm.
that. So it's great we have award shows and people being able to perform and be in person, but it was just like not that great of an award show considering like we're back in the sense that we can have people together and people are there, fighting and just being a mess.
True.
Excuse me. But I agree with you on like the Usher stuff. Like the girls were great and stuff, but it would have been good to see some other R&B male vocalists in there. But in a sense, it kind of felt like maybe Usher just didn't want that. Like it was his night, and why have another man? But Childish Gambino was up there, but it still felt like maybe he didn't want it overshadowed.
You think he put together his own tribute?
I mean, it's possible that he had a word in maybe like what was going to happen. I mean, he could have
Hmm.
stopped it if he didn't want somebody to be a part of it.
Hmm. Okay.
But that was pretty
Okay.
much it in regards to the awards and like Nene's show too. Like I don't know if you remember, like when we talked a while back, I said it wouldn't be a bad look if Nene went over to Zeus and got a check, and she's been over there a couple times getting a check. So hopefully, her going over there getting a few checks and some other stuff that she's doing with this show is just another step towards something better. Because I still think that she's better than this show. Like it's good that she's getting this check and stuff, but Nene's reality TV gold. Like we don't need to see her like reading a script, unless it's for an actual TV role or something like that. But I think she can do better. But it's good to see that she looks great. She's getting the check, and she's not like Brandy Glanville right now filing another lawsuit against Bravo. So I don't
That's
know if you've
true.
seen that, but
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I appreciate you, Leo. Thank you for calling in.
I appreciate you too. God bless your mom, and have a happy Fourth.
Thank you. You too, friend. Thanks.
Bye.
Oh, y'all done want me out today. I appreciate everybody who called in. Y'all are wonderful. I appreciate everybody who contributed to the stream. I appreciate my Patreon who understand that it's getting late and I am tired. I don't know. I might go over to Patreon a little while. Give me like I don't know if I want to do it 1 o'clock. Y'all gonna be up. Somebody asked how to get into Discord if you are a Patreon member. First of all, you have to be in the $5 and above tier. And second of all, you just have to connect your Patreon and Discord together. Once you connect it, you have to go in Patreon, go into settings, connect Discord. Once you do that, sign into Discord with the same email address that you signed into Patreon with. And as long as you are in the $5 tier, it will our ATLien Nation Discord group will show up. So it's really easy to set it up. You said we up. Okay. Well, I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but I'll come over there for a little while. Okay. Happy birthday, John. Yes, it's your birthday. Oh, it's after midnight too. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. So oh, y'all is night owls. Okay, I'll come over there for a little while, but y'all ain't gonna keep me up all night. Maybe a good 30. We're gonna do a little 30 minutes, okay? So yeah, if you are not a Patreon member, head over to Patreon for the after show, ATLien After Dark, where it's a little bit less. Well, we ain't formal over here anyway, but everybody can call in if you want to. I shoot shit. I tell you a little bit more of my business that I don't normally tell on public, and we have a good time over there. But don't feel obligated. Don't feel obligated because I'll be back over here for free probably tomorrow. Meanwhile, liking is free. Please click that thumbs up button. And if you are on Facebook, click the thumbs up button. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. This has been a great show. Please rewind and watch the replay and let me know in the comment section what you thought about the BET Awards, what you thought about the Keith Lee situation, what you thought about the TGIF situation. I want to know whose side are you on. Am I wrong for feeling that colorist Claudia got her just due? I mean, this whole situation I've been telling you for years. She stole Nene's concept. Then her Al situation and the stuff that's been going on. It's just been one drama after another. So I don't know. She'll get another job somewhere. I'm sure she liked the jobs. Okay. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Good night, squad.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good
Well,
night.
Good night. That was the wrong thing. Good night.